Have you ever noticed that the more you stress about money, the faster it seems to disappear? And the more fear you feel, the tighter everything gets. What if the problem isn't how much money you have, but how you're relating to it? Today is day one of your money mindset reset. And we're starting with the foundation of everything money as energy. So take a deep breath for a second because this idea alone can change everything. Money isn't good, it isn't evil. And it's not something you need to fear or avoid. It's a tool, it's a source of power, just like water or electricity, just like the air you breathe. It moves, it flows, and it transfers from one place to another. But nobody ever explained that to me, at least that way. For most of my life, money felt stressful. Growing up, I watched money cause so much stress in my home, and I carried that into my adult life without even realizing it. I didn't have a spending problem, I had a fear problem, and fear was running everything. It felt like something was either going to go wrong, something I was doing wrong, or I was always trying to catch up all the time. And here's where things start to go wrong. Money becomes emotional at that point. We attach heavy emotions to it: fear, anxiety, guilt, shame. And this is the part that kept me stuck for years. I didn't even realize how much guilt I had around money, even when things were technically okay. And those emotions, they block the flow of that energy, the good energy that you want and need in your life. Suddenly, money doesn't feel like a tool anymore, and it feels like something that controls us instead of something that we control. The real problem was my relationship with money, the fear I attached to it, and the feeling I got when it moved. This is where I started to see things differently for myself, not overnight by any means, but this was the beginning of me feeling less afraid of money. When you start to see money as neutral, you take your power back, and instead of asking, will there be enough? You start thinking, money flows in and out of my life. It flows to me easily and abundantly, and I will always have enough. Think about how you power your home: electricity, gas, whatever it is. You use it every single day. You flip the switch, you charge your phone, you cook your food. You don't panic. Why is that? Because you trust that it's there. I mean, that is, of course, assuming that you paid the bill, right? And I had to ask myself, why don't I trust money the same way? Because when I really thought about it, I realized this wasn't just about money. It was about how I felt about money. So let's sit with that for a moment. And let's get a little woo woo, okay? And I'm gonna give you an exercise for those times when money starts to feel heavy or stressful, because that's when you start to derail yourself from any good progress. You can recenter yourself and reset how you respond to money. So if you can, if you're in a good place, close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose and slowly exhale through your mouth. And do it again. Inhale, exhale. Now imagine you're sitting at the edge of the ocean. It's warm, it's relaxing, You feel that breeze blowing over you. You hear the sound of the waves as they come in, and you hear the whoosh as they go back out. That water is energy, and that breeze is energy. As you breathe in, it flows into your body, and as you exhale, it moves through you and out. It's calm, it's steady, it's abundant, and it's safe. Now, imagine that energy is money. It's not heavy, it's not stressful, and it flows to you easily. You don't have to chase it, you don't have to force it. It's just always available. And just like the air you breathe, you can see it flowing into your life, into your bank account, your hands, your future. Feel what it's like to receive it without fear. Just ease, just gratitude. Take one more breath in and exhale. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Now, here's the real question. What would your life feel like if you actually trusted money like that? Now let's begin to bring this into your real life. Because here's what I've learned. We've spent so much time focusing on what's missing that we don't even see what's already working. And I want you to take a few minutes today, maybe before bed or even just sitting in the car. And I know those quiet moments can be hard to come by, but this won't take you long. Write down, and I'm a fan of pen to paper, but you can use a notes app, whatever works for you. So just write down 3 ways money has already supported your life or is supporting your life. Keep it simple. Feeding your family, having a place to live, creating comfort and stability. Just start noticing where it's already showing up for you. And then as you move through your day, every time you spend money, pause for just a second and remind yourself that money flows easily to me. And you can say that out loud or in your head, because what you're doing here is shifting how you feel when money leaves your hands. Instead of feeling like it's gone, think of it like the ocean. The tide goes out and it comes back in, and it goes back out and it comes back in. And we never panic when it goes out because we trust that it will return. If you can relate to these ideas, let me know in a comment below. What's something you notice about the flow of money in your life? This isn't about pretending that money is something that it's not, because the problem was never money. It was the fear that I attached to it. And this reset is about shifting your relationship with money from fear to awareness and to control. The more you start to see money as energy, the more peace you're going to feel around it. Remember, you have the power to direct that energy in a way that supports your life, your family, your stability. And that's now and in the future. You have more control than you think. You've got this. I'll see you tomorrow in day 2, where we'll talk about having and being enough. Remember to subscribe so you don't miss it. Bye for now.